This is Lightning. He's a 3-year-old Arabian colt. He is in here for saddle training. And we are starting at the baby basics with him. This is day 4. So the first day I was able to clean out his first foot, this foot, and I wasn't able to get to any of the others. So we did a lot of work on don't chew on me. On desensitizing him to, or habituating him to having his feet and legs touch just by the whip. So this will be our moment of truth. We'll see how he is today. It's like a boy. Good. Good boy. All right. Good boy. So 4 days ago, if I even thought about touching his hip, he was swiveling around and trying to run away from me, essentially. Huh, buddy? So, good boy. So having him be able to stand still while I clean out his feet is great. Huh, buddy? So, good boy. Check this other front foot. There's a good boy. So much better than it was a few days ago. Good boy. And yesterday I was able to clean out his back feet after I worked him. He was still, and he was doing this but a lot more. So because I had to do all the work in order to get him to do his back feet, I'm still kind of doing the "are you okay with me touching you" sequence before I actually ask for his feet to be picked up. Because of how reactive he was with it, I wasn't wanting to, good boy, you got it. You got it. I don't want to encourage him snatching his feet up. So we're going to repeat what we've been doing. Huh, buddy? See how much better you are today, huh? It's like a boy. Oh, you're fine. I should be able to hang out here. So we're just going to wait here until he stops moving his feet. And then we'll remove it. Huh, buddy? Yep. Good boy. So much better. Good. There's a good boy. So just a couple days ago, he would have started, jumping forward and kicking out at this. There, he kind of half thought about it, but he decided, no, I think there's a better choice here, huh? Huh, Lightning? Gonna go beyond the hawk. I know. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. See, I'm not so bad, huh? Way better, especially than what we had on Saturday with his first session. Good boy. One more just like that, buddy. Okay, we're gonna have to do it again. So on horses that are sensitive to the whip like this, you do a lot of work with just habituating them to the presence of it, that this thing is not gonna hurt you. Reinforcing that this thing is not gonna hurt him. There's a good boy. One more just like that, huh? Before you even think about asking them to do anything with it. What a good boy. What a good boy. All right, let's see what your front end's doing, huh? Yeah, should I bring you a little closer? Good boy, whoop. And we'll work down to here. Good boy. And another thing with horses that are sensitive to the whip, they tend to have certain points in which they're more sensitive, especially down past the the knee and hock joint, because beyond that, it's pretty much just flesh stretched over bone and a little bit of the tendons. There's a good boy. What a good boy. All right, let's show him how you do with the other side, buddy. So yeah, at this point I'm not really directing him at all with the whip because he's not there yet, huh, buddy? Huh. I might do a little bit today though. So we're gonna slide down, stop about his gaskin. So where they're covered with more flesh, more muscles and stuff, they tend to not be as sensitive as where the lower leg is and the skin stretched thin over the bone and tendons and ligaments. I'm gonna reel this in a little bit. So that's part of why I start high up. He's gonna be a lot more reactive if I were to try and start down low. Good boy. There's a little thought, good buddy. So anytime he moves and then pauses, I'll return to that same spot until he stays paused, you know, until he stays standing without moving, at least twice. Once could just be incidental, twice is a little bit more intentional and confirmed. There's a good boy. So there's still a little butt tuck there. He didn't actually move, but he was still slightly concerned. Good boy, one more. Attaboy. Attaboy. And again, with sensitive horses, we're looking for at least 2 repeats of the good standing still behavior in this case, because if I keep going at it, he may reach a point where he's like, well, where's my release? When are you going to leave me alone, right? Or he'll reach a point where he gets bored with the activity itself and starts thinking up his own ideas about what he should be doing. So we're going to see if we can get a little, here, we're going to move your shoulders over. Yep, I know. There we go. See if we can get down to his cannon here. Good boy. Ah, bugger. So he picked it up just as I was taking it away, so we're just going to repeat that one. Good boy. And if he does that again, we're going to move on. Ah! You moved again. Good boy. But this is way calmer even than what he did yesterday with this, so. Good boy. So again, we're looking for that to repeat a second time. Good boy. So we're gonna see if we can get a little head down, buddy. Good boy. Little head down. Good. Huh. Yep. Good boy. Good. There you go. So we've been working on getting him used to having the bridle put on and off. There you go. Preferably without him eating everything, but whatever. Good boy. So I'm just looking for him to keep his head at least level. Dropping it would be nice. Not chewing on my stuff would be nice, but you know. So before I'd get my hand about halfway and he'd start flinging his head around. Now he's hit the curiosity point where he wants to put it in his mouth, huh, buddy? Good boy. Good boy. So I'm using this as a way to help him get used to putting the bridle on and off, the reins acting as my crown piece here, if he's not chewing on it. And then I can, oh, you're fine. Move an ear, move an ear. Good boy. Can you drop it? Thank you. And I can get my hands behind here. Oh, you're fine. Wait for him to, there's a good boy. Push an ear, push an ear. I know. I know. Just drop it. Thank you. Drop it. Thank you. That's not yours either. Pest. So we've got the actual bridle here. Yep. This is just a Pasifino Bosal. It's a type of bitless bridle. He has some damage to his face, and some of his facial nerves are actually paralyzed on this left side, so he can't hold his mouth shut. So we're starting him out bitless, and he might carry a bit. I don't know. His owners are okay going either way, but we'll see. Good boy. We can grab one ear, grab the other ear. Excellent. Oh boy, that's so much better than it was, huh? Yes, it is. Yeah, I got him. Okay. So with the bridle on, I'm just going to check his flexion response here. I'm going to ask for a little bit to the right. And I want just his nose. If his feet move, I'm not going to care, but I'm going to wait for his feet. There we go. Good boy. And then we'll ask him to flex over here. Good boy. And at this stage, I'm just looking for him to yield to the pressure. Just with his nose. Good boy. Good boy. Whoop. Can you get your right side? Good boy. Good boy. Can I get your left side? Left side. Left side. Good boy. Good boy. Good. See your right side again. There you go. You're kind of already thinking about that, huh? Left side again. There you go. Good boy. All right. Now's going to be the fun part, huh? Waiting for him to give. There you go. And eventually I'll be finicky about him leaving his feet still. Right now I'm not too worried about it. All right, dude. Can I get this off your head? Good boy. Ooh. So getting the bridle off. Good boy. Good boy. Atta boy. Good job. The first couple times he was very head slingy when I touch his ears, so we've worked through some of that. How buddy? Because Lightning has presented as so sensitive initially with the whip, I am definitely gonna check him out with my long lines and see how he responds to those before I even think about long lining him. So I'm going to take my long lines, I'm just going to buckle them onto his halter. I'm going to do one side first and we'll see where that goes. So I'm just going to walk around him and let the long line touch him, and we'll see what his response is. He is tied to the fence with a blocker tie ring, which allows him to pull away if he really gets nervy about it. But hopefully all the whip work that I did is going to help make this not an issue when it actually touches him. We'll find out. Huh, buddy? Moment of truth. It's a good boy. Oh, good boy. You got it. So he yielded from it. That's not the most spectacular response I've seen. So good boy. So again, especially because he's up against the fence now, I'm not going to sit there and push and hold it. I'm just going to step up to again, let it touch him, and just walk away. The idea is to present this thing as non-threatening as possible. We're going to hit that cannon bone. Good boy. Going to do it again. Cannon bone area. Good boy. We are going to repeat the single rein on this side, and then hopefully I can make it to the other side and grab the other line. You got it, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You can see how touchy he is. You can see how touchy it is when it kind of just bounced off his side a moment ago. He's still flinching a little bit. So we're not going to increase until he gives me a little bit more relaxed response to that. There's a good boy. Good boy. Alright, let's see what the cannon looks like. Good boy. Good boy. Excellent. You got it, buddy. There's a good boy. Your job is just to stand there. Good boy, yes. So we're going to see if we can go from one side to the other. There's a good boy. And again. Good boy. There's a good boy. So even though this guy has no aspirations to being a driving horse, the process of breaking him to saddle, I like having steering before I get on. So I do long lining. So I have to do all my steps to teach a horse to long line. Good boy. In order to make it a good, safe experience for him. Good boy. All right, we're going to see how this goes. Good boy. You're a good boy. I know, I'm being super awkward with this arm. Good boy. You're a good boy. Good boy. And really, as awkward as I can be, good boy, it's actually really good for this guy. Because if he can learn to deal with easy stuff incidentally touching him, you're a good boy, you're all right. He's going to be a much better riding horse even. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Yes. We're going to swap and do the right hand side again. See how graceless I am. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Oh, I know, the traffic doesn't help any, does it? Huh. There's a good boy. He's still a little worried about me slinging my arm around kind of somewhat aggressively, but that's okay. There's a good boy. I know, that's a lot, huh, buddy? There you go. Good boy. His owner said she wants to be able to trail ride and take him to shows, so If you're out on trail and something touches your horse, you don't want them skittering off about it. Oh, buddy. Good boy. Yes.